Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Ash. This is the Lockup. We are continuing our development of this very silly, short indie game, which features a person who just locks a bunch of doors. We have our test room here with all of our stuff in it, our debug room, if you will. Plenty of room left in there to do stuff. I don't think I'm going to need a lot of events. I want this to be an orthogonal or perspective. Perspective feels more natural, yes. This is our starting room, little headquarters of operations. And when you go through this door, we don't go out the other side into this room. This was for testing. We go through this door, we come out here. So in other words, you leave your office, you come out here. The person who's playing will never know because it's going to be in first person the whole time. And then when you come through this door, you'll be in here. This door is locked. You'll come through here. And then this is where the game kind of truly starts, where, you know, this whole area comes into view, and it's like the plant, room one, whatever it is that we're doing. Then your helper person's going to say they're on the walkie, or maybe actually, we start the game. Yes, it's here, but we start the game coming into this room from the outside. And I don't want to make an outside map. I just want there to be a door attached to the wall. And I want there to be the implication that that's from whence you came. You came from the outside. So might go ahead and do that. That door is for buildings. There we go. That's an office door. There we go. Leads to the outside. When you check this out, we'll do a display message if checked. This door leads to the outside, but it's not the end of my shift yet, and it's auto locked. There we go. Just all kinds of sketchy things here. OSHA things. You can't leave. All right. So come out through here. This door is locked. You're going to get your first ever locked door message. Door's already locked. This door's already locked as it should be. There we go. Come through here. Intro. All right. Person on the walkie is going to be like, all right, you need to head to the left and then go down that hallway to the supply closet to get to your batteries. And I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to do that today. So we're going to go ahead and grab this tile, and we're going to plus it all the way up. We're going to put a door right here at the end of this hallway. We're going to work with what we got. All right. And we'll put a door on the other side. And now we're back into this room, which is a debug room, but nobody's going to see this stuff because I'm going to delete it all. No, I'm going to leave it here, but I am going to separate this room. We're going to go ahead. Whoa, not with a bunch of doors. That's a nightmare. Undo, undo, undo. We're going to do that. That's what we're going to do. And now we've got lockers, I should think, right? Lockers that line the room. Pop, pop, pop. And let's go ahead and copy this and paste it. So what we have pasted is the same orientation. And now let's copy both of them. Click there, same orientation. Whoa, didn't work. The heck? Same. It's not working. Why? Oh, why are you over there? I don't want that. I want you over here. Why aren't you being a silly Billy? I should have 6 objects, right? That's what I got. Okay, put you here. And one more group of 5. One more group of 5. There we go. There we go. Right there. This is how many employees have access to this room. And we'll go ahead and raise this up. I don't need to use this space yet. If I do, I'll lower the wall back down and we'll use the space. We'll just de-chunk the spaces that we're going to use as we are ready to use them. We'll go ahead and change the floor in this room though. I don't like it being this way, this color, whatever. We'll go ahead and change it to, I don't really want to use the cyber blocks. I might have to just remove them because I don't want to use them. Got some really nice stuff here in the ADD blocks. Check pattern seems pretty wild. Seems fairly wild to use the check pattern. I wonder, do I like the check pattern? Do I like the Dalmatian? I don't like any of the animal patterns. Music notes, very Mario-esque block. You know, I don't think there's a problem with that. Let's go ahead and do that. We'll just select by elevation, and then we'll fill with the Mario block, and it'll be fine. All right, so now we've got ourselves, a floor. The wall looks the same. We're gonna have to get used to that scenery. This is only the first few minutes of the game. So go ahead and make this an event, and the event setting is door. So link to another place, link to another place, link to another place, link to another place, link to another place. Is that what I want to do? Yeah. But let's use an existing door instead of whatever the heck I'm doing now. Let's use, all the doors I'm using are like office-y. We can supply closet door. What's this What's this event template look like? That's the lock door. Whoa, stop that. All right. What about this one? This one, that tracks how many doors are open. Okay, I don't care about that. So I'm gonna need, that tracks how many doors are open. That door is the door open close event. I'm gonna need a warp event door. So I'm gonna copy this and paste it here and rotate it. And that's gonna be my, door for that. Let's change the graphic though. Let's do office door. And then we change that to the office door open. Okay, here we go. There may be some problems with that. Let's test. Delete that. Whoops. Paste it here. Delete this one. Paste it here. Rotate, please. Rotate, please. Okay, your jump position is going to be here. And you'll maintain your orientation. That's very important, actually. Let's go to the template event really quick and make sure that that is checked there as well. Maintain your orientation. Very important. Very important. When you walk through a door, you don't want to be facing the door once you get through the other side. So again, you have a jump position that's going to be here in the room, and we want to maintain your direction. I shouldn't have to change anything else. So now when we get into this room, we should kind of want to build a counter. Oh God, why is it rounded? Oh my God, that's horrible. That's horrifying. Why? Why is it like that? We could fix that. I don't really care. I don't know if I really care. I wanted there to be an event here though, is what I'm getting at. So do an advanced event right here. As soon as the player makes contact with event, just the one time. And this is a message event. So we're going to go display, actually dialogue event. My locker is the third from the right, far end of the room. What a pain. And then we don't want this event to fire every single time. So we're going to do a little switchy switch, actually. I'm going to wait and see, I think, event settings, when the local switch is on. Okay, all switches start off as off by default. I always forget that. And it's just the local switch. We're going to turn it on and add an event sheet. When the local switch is on, there's nothing. There's nothing at all. Okay, so we'll make this the start point and we will save and play test. Without title screen, skip right by the title screen. And we've accomplished something for the game. Not just this little bit of content, we've also accomplished having an event that we can use for templates. Ah, crap. Ooh, we made it collidable though. We don't want that. Actually, yeah, collide with player. Get that out of there. Okay. Actually, I'm going to put some like items here. So we'll do countertop instead of floor. Oh my God. Why am I like this? Delete. Just get rid of them, please. Thank goodness. Thank goodness the Control Z works. Down you go. We won't countertop. But like, wouldn't it be better if this were here and then the counter sort of ended? Yeah, that I think makes more sense instead of walking into the room. I think about this stuff, you know? I think about this stuff. Let's turn that, and then to keep you from walking past that, we need ourselves like not a statue, not a sink. I don't think a chair would be a very good addition for this room. Nothing industrial. Boy, it would really look like just like a potted plant. We got potted plants in the G style? Yeah, we got potted plants in the G style. That's all I want. I just want a potted plant. Okay, that looks kind of dumb. Let's put a countertop there. I guess we could do a table. It's not going to hurt anything. There we go. And the potted plant just whoop, goes up on top of it. Look at that. That's fun. It's fun. All right, we're good. We are good now. I can take this and copy it and place it here. And it's going to be the message box event. So I'm going to put like a chalkboard, I guess, behind it to signify that that's what it is. Yep, very good. I will not remember, but maybe I'll remember. Okay, third from the right. We want this to be an object now. Event settings. Do you have a second graphic? Do you have an open? No, you don't have an open. That's fine. It's okay. Let's see. Spare batteries for my walkie radio. Let's call it radio. Spare batteries for my radio. A protein bar in case I get hungry. And what? Should already have a key card, I think, and my full set of keys to lock this place up. All right, we're going to convert this to an advanced event, and we are now going to give the player some items. The problem is I don't know if we have these items in the database yet, so let's go take a look. We're going to look at the Add assets, go to the items. It's a model asset list. It's not where the actual items are. It's an edit game data, something else I struggle with every single time I try to do stuff. Okay, we've got key A. I don't need herb. We'll probably call this protein bar in case I get peckish. We'll change the icon and I think we have a gold bar I think that we can use. I mean, we could just use placeholder. It doesn't matter. Yeah. Okay. Key A, a key that locks and unlocks employee entry doors. That'll probably be what we get from the locker. In fact, from my locker, I will add where we get this stuff in the descriptions. All right, instead of magic herb, we need spare battery. Change the icon. Spare battery. What are you going to look like? What are you going to look like? We need something cylindrical. This will do. That actually looks a lot like a radio battery. A little walkie-talkie battery kind you just snap in the back. Key. Set A. Keys that lock and unlock employee entry doors. That lock and unlock entry doors for clearance level A. To put the quote after the period from my locker. Let's capitalize the C and the L from my locker. That'll work. Apply. Okay. Now we need to give these items to the player. They've got stats, I think. They've got like things that are usable in map. Yes, no. So we should probably change that real quick before we mess with it. Wrong thing. Edit game data. No, maximum quantity 1. You can't use it. Protein bar. No price. Actually, do I want price? I kind of want price. 2. I'll put a price because I might have the player get protein bars from places. Common event to execute, nothing, maximum quantity 5. 5 is fine. Yeah, you can use this on the map. The key set you can't use on the map. The battery you can use in the map. Maximum, we'll just say 10. It'd be kind of crazy to have 10. Price 50. No, what should I put a price on these? I guess I'll say 20. All right, magic potion. I don't know about this. Soda, energy drink. This isn't really going to have a lot of like, it gives you wings from a vending machine. Price 3, usable on map. Yes, we're not going to have battles though. Maximum quantity 2. Same effect as a skill. No common event to execute, although I do have an idea for that. And do I want it to be red, or I guess I'll change the icon to you. All right, let's go to the very beginning of all of this. Actually, let's not. Let's test this because I want to test what I've done today. Alt F4 to F full screen, I think. I know better than that. Why did I do that? Let's do this again. Just F4 to full screen. There we go. Here we go. Those message events, I'll put a couple more out. I would really like to change I really want to change the camera depth of field so that it doesn't do this, or otherwise it makes it very hard to do that. I don't know how practical that's going to be. Man, smile, smile, smile. All right. Wow, that lens is crazy. There we go. It's crazy. It's just crazy. I change that field of view. Now it collides with me because on the other page I left the collide on. I need to set a switch for that event too. So yeah, good thing I tested because that's not going to work at all. It's just gonna lock the player. You do not collide with the player. All right, that works. Event settings, we have to actually give the player the items. And that means player movement. No. Increase, decrease items. We'll add a protein bar. We're gonna copy this, paste it. Gonna go ahead and give you a spare battery, and the quantity, I'm actually gonna give you 2. And then we're gonna change the local switch, which is always in the box. Not the box, the light bulb. Variables are in the box. Local switch is now on. Add an event sheet. If the local switch is on, this does absolutely nothing. That's the way it should be. All right, one more test play. This time we're gonna make this the start point, and we are going to have notes. And I think, what did I say? This was the notes here? Not that. What's the note? Do I have notes? Do I have notes on this? Are you my notes? Where are my notes? You, bookcase, event settings. The to-do list is here. Add stairs to left of map to begin game. Add stairs to left of map to begin game? I don't remember that. I don't remember that at all. I don't remember what I meant by that, and I'm not inclined to go look and see because if I can't think of it now, then it wasn't important. Yeah, this is my notes right here, so I got to remember that. And I I'm just going to test play, and I'm going to have my notes as I'm test playing. F4 is the full game experience. So start off here. We want to go ahead and have this is worth writing down. We need to add music, and we need to add ambiance. Pretty sure I can have both at the same time, yeah? To the map, we want a common event. We want to fade to black immediately. No transition, just fade to black. Fade back in, transition if we can. All right, it's Tuesday, the 14th. This has no relevance or bearing on anything. It's just good to establish like a date, just to get the player kind of in the mindset that there's stuff happening. It's the real world. It's real life-ish. 6 p.m. This is the dialogue. Actually, why don't we make it Friday? We'll make it Friday. Gives the player a sense of it's the last day of the week. It's time for my last shift of the week, and I won't write down the whole dialogue. I'll think of it as I get back in here. And then we need to make it to where this event does not repeat and no collision. All right, so that's my to-do list so far right here. Got some stuff going on. I'm going to go ahead and draw a dividing line, and I'm going to test play the game. Oh, at this point, we should go ahead and put down show controls. If I can do it in a fade-in text, that would be great. If not, whatever. So I might add some descriptions and stuff to the things that are in this office. All right, and then we'll be going through the door. I hate that. I hate that so much. We need a couple of things here. We need a couple of things like stat. And that, what I mean by that is when you go through these doors, they open, right? But then you see the freaking wall behind them. So I'm going to make a new wall. I'm going to make a new wall, and I'm going to have the wall have black underneath, just for the bottom 2 tiles. That's what's going to happen. Black wall. And it's going to should be exactly, 2 tiles high? Yes, it should. 2 tiles high for maximum immersion. All right, looks like we do go in here. I was wrong about that. Oh, and if I do that, this door will actually, this little room will look fine. It'll look fantastic. Okay, then I can add stuff, add descriptions to the hallway. And I think I need a note for this door. Yeah, the door is locked. Locked door, message in hallway. We are going to go into this room to get the stuff that's in that room that I designed, but we're not going to do it yet. Okay, that door, hall door, maintain orientation. I turned around, I was facing the door. I don't want to be doing that. All right, this shouldn't have a lock message now. Yeah, that's good. And that one's got maintain orientation, which I appreciate, but yeah, that one, I'm facing the door, which is very confusing. It should look like this. I go through this door, and I should be facing the outside. Very good. Go back. I can't go back through this door. Got to change that. Door from plant, fix. All right, I have a huge to-do list now before I even do anything. I still need to add the cinematic here. I'd like to move that big ugly thing. It's actually really cool looking. It's not ugly. It was really nicely done. But it looks ugly in the sense that it's right here in front of me. I'd like to move it off to the side so the player can see a bunch more stuff and be more impressed by the grand view of this area. Okay, so cinematic. Add cinematic in the plant. We should probably make it a priority to get our radio. So from whence do we get the radio, and should the radio be in the beginning room? I think the radio should be in the beginning room. That way we start getting in touch with our coworker right away, who guides us and explains to us, to lock doors and stuff. And the dialogue for locking the doors in the first 4 rooms, the first 4 doors in the one room, the tutorial room, that door changed into another door. That's hilarious. Look at that. Oh my God. And I also gotta fix where the doors continue to look like they are closed instead of open, because I don't like that. I don't like them staying open. So now I have that, and I've already got the items from the locker, and I'd like to add that message to the locker. Add message to locker. Already got these. Already got my stuff. That is all the stuff that we're going to be doing in the next episode. For now, thank you for watching. I'm actually going to continue this devlog like right now. So the next episode will be in a few days instead of a few weeks, maybe like 2 days. I really want to stay in this head space of fixing stuff. Fix door graphics. That's another one. And just to give you a preview of what we're going to be doing the entire next episode, if you're interested, we're going to be fixing all the stuff on this list here. I'm not even going to digitize it. I'm just going to show you the list. Work with me. Get into the headspace that I'm in. Fix bugs. Fix not glitches, but definitely like little bugs and things. We're gonna address these, and we're gonna keep a positive attitude. We don't have to fix bugs. We get to fix bugs, and that makes a very solid starting point for this game. and I can actually maybe submit it to my own jam this month. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in a little while. Take care. Bye for now.